Good evening to everyone. We're delighted that you are here. I want to say from the very beginning that the way in which this community displays its strength, its purpose, its intention for the best that can be delivered by the Metropolitan Transportation Authority and any other entity is show up in force like you're doing tonight. So I think you should begin to celebrate this song because that will make a difference. I say the following, that for us, the real significant point of presence is on December the 10th at the MTA board meeting. Let me say that again, December the 10th at the MTA board meeting. That is when the board will make the determination as to what it will or will not do. Now, I can tell you, your presence will make a difference. It is my hope, and beyond that, it is my expectation that we will be there in force to essentially demonstrate that we expect the best of what this agency can afford this community with respect to the Crenshaw South Bay line. And that means light rail as an alternative for the community rather than any other alternative, because the best that can be afforded any particular community from a regional planning perspective at this point in time is light rail, and we will push for as much of it as is humanly possible to be underground. That's the objective that we have. I want to say this. All of us are prepared to be reasonable, but don't start skimping and saying what can't happen when it comes to the rail that goes to the communities in which we live. If everybody, we've had enough of that. And if it's good enough for other communities to have light rail as an alternative, well, it's good enough for it to be in the Crenshaw South Bay corridor, and that's what we have to argue for. We have to argue for that by being present in substantial numbers. How many of you have been down to the MTA for any public meetings? Well, let me just say this. It would be my view that if all of us were there to the extent that the escalators were jammed, it wouldn't hurt my feelings. You understand my point? In other words, you have to be present to communicate this point. Now, why is light rail an appropriate alternative? Well, the issue is pretty clear. More efficient, more time certain, more with respect to the ultimate issue of economic development, air quality, as well as the reduction of traffic congestion. But let me say something about the economic development aspect of it. Jobs. Buses, you get 3,800 jobs. 3,500 jobs, correction. Light rail, 7,800. Now, don't talk to me about the new math, just give me the simple math. Everywhere you go, 7,800 jobs beats 3,500 jobs any day of the week, particularly in the economy that is this trouble. So this is the largest public works project that will see this community for the balance of the days that any of us will live. In excess of $1.5 billion. And this community is overdue. So there are many, many reasons for us to be supportive of this. I am unapologetically supportive for this effort to take place. It can happen, it will happen if we organize ourselves and make the case as is evolving. So make sure that you are in place and don't come along. Bring somebody with you. And there's a lot of discussion about the significance of the Martin Luther King Hospital in terms of how important it is to the broader community. Let me just simply say to you, that is a very significant project. It is my highest priority, but I want to quantify it for you. This project is 3 to 4 times more in terms of economic investment. Did you get that? Yes. I said 3 to 4 times more. So let's put it all in perspective and deal with this issue in a way that is ours to deal, long overdue. I'm pleased to be able to represent you and argue for the case that it's time for us to get the quality transportation corridor in the communities by which we're impacted. And if you stand up, we'll do it. Thank you very much.